So the spiritual beacon Dalai Lama has turned 90 today. Thousands of devotees are attending the prayers in Himachal Pradesh, Dharamshala for Dalai Lama's long life. In fact, just yesterday, Dalai Lama said that he hopes to live for another 30 to 40 years and serve the people till he is of the age 130. Now, several dignitaries, including actor and activist Richard Gere, Union Ministers Kiren Rijiju and Lalan Singh are also attending the celebrations of Dalai Lama's birthday. In fact, my colleague Geeta Mohan is now joining us with more details. Geeta, Dalai Lama has turned 90. Now, there's also politics brewing over who will succeed Dalai Lama, in which there is China's interference as well. Could you give us more details and context?
Well, not just politics. It's cross-border politics. We are talking about China and India over here, and the Dalai Lama and China over here. So the fact is that reincarnation is a process. First, there was a huge question about reincarnation itself, where the Dalai Lama had said he could very well be the last Dalai Lama, and there could be no reincarnate. And then he finally confirmed and announced on the 6th, on the 4th, that there certainly is going to be a Dalai Lama after him, and that his trust is going to choose the next Dalai Lama. But Beijing has stepped in, saying that whoever is chosen will have to get approval of the Chinese government, which means if not, then like the Pancham Lama, the other spiritual Buddhist heads in the past, where Beijing propped up their own spiritual heads, this will be the last of the spiritual heads where we see no dispute. Question certainly, a better knower of Beijing, but no question about the fact that he's the Dalai Lama. Now, when a Dalai Lama is chosen, and if it is outside of the Chinese-controlled territories in China, then China certainly is going to appoint one in China, in Lhasa, Tibet itself. And when that happens, there is going to be a huge, it opens up space for diplomatic war between India and China, so to say, should India recognize the one chosen by the trust. So we're looking at days ahead where only wishing the Dalai Lama long life, but once he passes on, there is going to be a huge controversy over, or a question over, who the next Dalai Lama is going to be. The world is going to recognize the one chosen by the trust, but the one chosen by Beijing is going to be the one Beijing is going to push, at least on countries that listen to China. So a lot of trouble ahead.